Okay, so what I'm going to do here is letter D. Now that's looking terrifying, okay? That looks awful. I would do this the same way we did yesterday when there was three things. You just do the first two together, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply the first two, get an answer for that, and then I'm going to multiply that by the third one, all right? I'm not going to pick on Julia. I'm going to pick on somebody else here. Can somebody be brave and tell me what a negative times a negative is going to be? Positive. Very good, right? -4. So this is going to be a plus. Okay, what's 4 times 2? Yeah, go ahead.
8.
Very good. So it's positive 8 times 3. Now I just want to slow down here because half the class raised their hand with a positive and half the class didn't. Okay, so I want to make sure this is good. So again, a negative is going to flip this -2 to be a positive. That's the whole idea of it. Okay? All right. Julia, you're up now. What's a positive times a positive? Positive, right? Because you're not going to just like 3 times 2, it's going to be just a regular number. So Julia, you're not done yet. What's 8 times 3, please? Oh, so she's given up. Can I get somebody else to help her, please? 24? Yeah. And remember, what I should probably do this tomorrow, I need you to remind me tomorrow. I mean, you're not my personal secretary, just so you know. I'm just treating you like that, though. I think I might print out times tables for these guys, just so that they have it in their notes. But even though it's on the board, it doesn't, it's good to have your own independence, right, to get reviewed, get them done there, okay? All right, you guys ready for another evil question like that last one? I want you to try this to do your best. Here we go. Letter E. Now, this is going to be a hugely difficult question, okay? Now, if you need to use your calculator for this at the end, no problem, all right? Because the numbers are going to be pretty big on this one. So just like the last question, down this card, we're going up to you here. So just like the last question, I do the first two, by itself, combine those two. So once you have that, then you do the third one after, okay? And I see Cassandra got a calculator, good idea for this one. Okay, that was your phone, that's your calculator, right? Okay, good, I'm glad. Okay, so if you need to use your calculator for the last multiply, then that's perfect, right? The last one's big. All right, Carter, I'm going to pick on you. What's a negative and a negative? What does that turn into? Very good. So this is going to be plus something. What's 6 times 3? Awesome. Okay, calculator's cool. That's what we have them, right? Awesome. Plus 18, good. And there's nothing wrong with using a calculator, that's why we have it, right? All right, Dallas, you get the biggest question of all now. What's a positive times a negative, please?
Positive times?
Yeah. Good, right? Because you're not flipping it, right? And it's a negative. Now for the hard question here. 18 times 2. Oh, I see lots of people raising their hands. Dallas, you want to try it, or do you want me to give it to somebody else? Someone else? All right, go ahead, Ben.
36.
Negative 36, very good. Now, if you write down positive 36, that's incorrect. Okay, it's got to be a negative, right? Because the signs go negative. All right, so just remember that for the future, right? The signs, it makes a big difference. If the temperature is 36 degrees versus negative 36, that makes a huge difference, right? Okay, so make sure you get the signs right. Okay. Any questions before I keep going? Sort of good? A few nodding heads. You guys remember this from grade 8? Some people? It's sort of okay, right? I think I don't know what grade you guys do this in, to be honest, but it's something that we always need to review. All right. Okay, dividing works the same way as multiplying as far as the signs go, right? The only difference is you happen to be dividing at the end. Now, if that's a little divide sign, that's like a subtract with 2 dots around it. Okay, Rosie, again, always down, right? Rosie, please. Okay. Another way I can write this is like this. Both those things mean exactly the same thing, okay? and I'll use them both. The second one's a fraction, which people are afraid of, okay, but it's just that's rapid dividers. All right, Sandra, you're up. What's a positive divided by a negative going to be? Negative. It's the same as before, right? Positive means stay the same, and it's a negative. So it's going to be negative. So Sandra, you're not done yet? 36 divided by 6 is, if you need to use your calculator, that's what it's perfect. 6 times 6 is 36. Not bad. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure these numbers are like, this is called number sense what we're doing here, right? I want to make sure you're feeling good with numbers. You're getting used to the numbers. You're feeling good with them. That's the whole idea of this, okay? Once you feel good about numbers, you can do anything. Can I tell a joke? I was playing a card game with my sister this weekend and her friends. They're nice people. They're all wonderful. But there's a game where you have to count to 31. I can't remember, no, not Tom Rummy. I can't remember the name of it, but you got to get to 31. And, you know, them saying 15 plus 4, they're like, oh my goodness. 18? I'm like, no. 20? No. Right? So just little like that. That's the game again where my sister still hates it because she has to count and she's 36 years old. Okay, so get confident in yourselves. Okay, you guys can do this sort of stuff. Okay. Letter G. I'm gonna give you a second to try this one if you'd be so kind. Let's go. Okay, so take the next 30 seconds of your life, please. Okay, and try that one out, and then Mackenzie's going to be So the rules, the multiplication division rules are the same as far as the positives and negatives. It's just that we're dividing now instead of adding or multiplying. And then 10 minutes. And there's then here at the front, he's using his calculator. That's a good thing. Okay, that's what we have, and you're allowed to use them in this class. Okay. All right, Mackenzie, how you feeling? So what's a negative and a negative together mean? What's a negative and a negative? Positive, right? I mean, so you're going to take the numerator, right? It's going to flip the denominator into a plus. Okay, so it's a plus. Now, Mackenzie, you're not out of the water yet. 24 divided by 3. 8, perfect. So 3 times 8 is 24. Now, if you say, I don't know how we got that, okay, what you do is, oops, I'm so sorry. You start with the 3 on your times table, right? You keep on going until you get to 24. And then the answer is going to be 8. Okay, so if you're looking, that's how you do it on the times table division. Okay. Sort of okay for most people? Oh, Julia doesn't look like she's having fun this morning. Julia, all right? Can you sit up, please? Thank you. You know, it's not my goal to make you guys miserable. I hope you know that, right? You should know that by now. I'm not here to make you miserable. Ah! All right. We're going to do 2 more examples, then we're going to stop, okay? So letter H is going to be, ooh, here's a hard one. Okay, this is the worst question I can even imagine. Okay, you will need a calculator for this. Okay, I guarantee. But what you should be able to do with it, is there any world calculator? Oh, 1, 2. You may have to use your neighbors right now. I don't think I have the answers. Now that I said you can work calculator, I don't. Okay, so you need to borrow your neighbors for this one, that's okay. 232 divided by 4 is a big number, okay? Okay, Heather, how are you feeling with the world? Let's start with negatives and positives, okay? What's a positive divided by a negative going to be? Negative, right? Because you're starting with the positive, which means don't do anything, and that's a negative, so it's going to stay negative. All right, could there's anyone with the power of their calculator tell me what 232 divided by 4 is? Cassandra, go ahead. Negative 58. Now, with some calculators, it'll even do the signs for you. Okay, right? So if you get a calculator probably like this one, okay, if you get a decent calculator like this, there's a positive or a negative sign on it, right? So your calculator will do all the brain work for you. Okay, so that's why it's worth $8 we're going to use to pay for it. Okay, just remember that. All right, one last question, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll go down. Okay? Letter I. Okay, I want everyone to do their best to get this. Okay, this is like the wrap up for the day. I want everyone to do their best on this one. Okay, if you're not sure, raise your hand and I will come around and make sure things are going good. But make sure you get the signs down for this because this is the key one. All right. Try your best. You guys can do this. Okay, you guys are a wonderful class. I don't often say that. You guys are excellent. I'm so pleased with you guys this first week. If you don't know where to start, do the first two, right? Ignore that -5. Just do the first two. And on Bear's pen here, he's doing a great job. He's using this chart. Where are we here? He's using this chart. Sorry, we're there too much. Which is good, okay? Use it. Okay? That's what it's there for. Okay, let's finish this one up and then we'll take a 3-minute break before we go to the library. Okay? All right, Ben, can you be brave and tell me what a negative turns into, please? Oh, other Ben, but thank you, Ben, on that. That's the problem, Ben. This one I gotta get through. Thank you, positive. That's okay. You get to take over from now, though. What's 3 times 2?
6.
Positive 6, good. Does everyone feel okay with where that came from? Julia, can you please sit up? Please. Mr. Moore, I need to do this with 3 minutes left. Do you mind just parking beside, doing your marking beside Julia for me, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you. And encourage her in the nicest way you can. Okay. Kyla, you're up. Yeah, a positive times a negative is what?
Negative.
Very good, right? It's not changing. So positive can stay the same as this. 6 times 5 is?
Perfect.
Wonderful. And that's it for integers. Okay, you guys are pro now. You've added and subtracted lovely today. If you're not quite done your sheet, you got a few minutes now. You don't need to twice on the sheet. You have a few minutes now to finish it up. Okay. Yeah. Good job, guys. So you do this.